I believe that Muslims should acquire both with a priority to the Islamic knowledge. Having said that, Islamic knowledge is divided into two divisions or two parts. The main division, which a lot of the Muslims seem to neglect, which is what a person cannot be a truly practicing Muslim without knowing it. This main division, this main branch of knowledge is mandatory upon every single individual, male or female, child or grown up. You have to know Allah Azza wa Jal. You have to know His attributes. You have to know what to avoid so that you do not associate others with Him. You have to know how to pray. You have to know how to fast. You have to know how to perform Hajj when you go to Hajj, or what to do to pay zakat when you want, or when you have money and you want to pay zakat over that. This is mandatory. Every individual should know this. But the second branch of knowledge is not mandatory, but it is a mandatory upon certain group of people, so that the whole ummah would not be sinful if not acquiring this branch of knowledge. So when someone tells me I have a choice between studying Islam or studying or going to college and doing my normal education, they are referring to the second branch of Islamic knowledge, because this second branch is the one that needs a person to go to an Islamic college and devote his time to learning the Quran properly, the Sunnah, the fundamentals of fiqh, etc. I personally think that not everyone is qualified to study this, and unfortunately, because of our weak iman, there are a lot of Muslims who devoted themselves to studying the second branch of knowledge. They traveled overseas. They probably came to Mecca, to Medina, to Riyadh or to Cairo to study Islam in one of the prominent universities, but after a year or two they started feeling the effect and started regretting, and they had to finish. And after they finished 4 years, they did not find the commitment in their hearts to practice Islam as they had 4 years ago, and now they ended up with an Islamic degree, but not willing completely to work accordingly with it or teach people with it, and at the same time they are regretting that they did not get a BS in computer science or in engineering or in medicine, for example. So I urge those who feel the need to make Hijrah and to study Islam to examine themselves and their intentions properly, because it's not just an easy ride that you go to Medina and mashallah you become a scholar. It is a long and hard trip. It needs commitment, and if you see in yourself that you're not even committed to praying Fajr on time, then this is definitely not your cup of tea. But if you are committed, yes, definitely this is much, much better than any other science you can think of. Therefore, if you go to college, you do your engineering, you do your business, you do your medicine studies, this does not conflict with you studying Islam on your spare time, going to Islamic circles, going to tahfiz, getting to know people who would increase your knowledge, and Allah knows best.